other programmers like Utkarsh Gupta. So he is basically this person. So he has stopped now, I think. Yeah, he has stopped now, but you can check out his old videos. So these like people are pretty much it, and you can like check out Second Thread, which is also a good channel. So yeah, he also has a good channel for problems. So William Lean, so you can see these channels as well. So these are also good. Plus there is Code Forces. Okay, so can you see my screen? I think I went to the wrong side. So I will show here. Now can you see my screen, right?
Yes, now we can see.
Sorry, I was scrolling on the. So this person, you can check out his channel. He has stuff related to competitive programming contests, and this person is also pretty nice. So he is, I think, American, and he has also has nice educational videos on his site, YouTube channel, and Second Thread. He is also pretty good. You can check out William Lean. I think he doesn't make stuff now, but you can check out his old videos. And Eric Too is pretty much famous, I think. And apart from it, you can go to Code Forces. So here you have Edu, Code Forces Edu, so you can enroll for this course, and there are good educational videos there as well. So there are resources for everything, I think, on the internet. So does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
How much time should we dedicate to a problem? So if you're practicing, there is no time limit. So basically, according to me, the more time you give, the better. So the number of problems you solve doesn't matter as much as the time you give to thinking about that problem. So you might find new ways to solve that problem. So just don't give up after 10 minutes. At least try for 1 hour, 30 minutes, 1 hour before you check the solution. That's what I would say. Courses from Coding Ninjas or Coding Blogs. So I never tried out them. So I don't know if they are very beneficial or not. Personally, I think resources that are freely available on the internet are enough. There is also Gaurav Sen, who is from our college as well. So his videos are old, but you can still check out them. So you are in third year. Is it too late? So no, I started, as I said, I started in fourth year, basically, at the start of my fourth year. And I have now graduated, so it is not too late to start CP. So any more questions?
Yeah, I had a question.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask which of the two ways is better? Should we just do competitions and have a look at the problems that we were not able to solve, or like you said, you started in fourth year, so should we just keep on learning stuff, data structures and all the algorithms needed, and then jump into the contest?
So personally, I started with the contest only. I learned along the way. So yeah, just participate in contest. You would. So apart from practicing offline, that participating in contests is also important. So you get like an atmosphere of like you have a certain timer running in front of you, and you need to handle the pressure, how to solve that problem, and you have the fear of losing rating. So all that stuff is pretty important, and that would also make you pretty much better.
Hello.
Yeah.
Uh, some of the resources in CodeChef also, and some YouTubers also recommend. And should we use Linux for competitive?
See, using Linux or Windows is like they. I don't think they help in competitive programming at all. It's pretty much similar to like people who say like people who type fast are better at competitive programming. So that's also false. It totally depends on how fast you can think, like to solve the problem. So if you prefer Linux, then yeah, please go ahead with Linux. For me, I personally use Windows only, so I'm not into that much stuff like Linux and stuff. So there is no like benefit, too much benefit in CP. It may give you a better setup, I think, in Linux, but yeah, you'd still it will not really benefit you in like solving problems.
Okay.
Also, apart from ICPC, are there any other team-related contests that we can enroll or participate in?
Yeah, there is Google hash code, I think. Yeah, Google hash code is also a team competition. Apart from it, I don't really know of any team competitions. So there is a CodeChef Snackdown, which is individual this year, but I think next year from it will be a team of two. Also, like there are intra-college competitions or inter-college competitions, so they might be individual or team. So that totally depends. But yeah, ICPC is the most famous one.
Okay, thanks.
Can I boost my code shift rating in 6 months? So yeah, it totally depends on you how fast you can improve. So if you check my code, so let me show you my code shift graph. So yeah, initially I was stuck in this 4-star rating for a very long time, but then I kept practicing and then improved and then went to 6 stars. So yeah, you can definitely increase it in 6 months. So it totally depends on you how good you are. So if you are very talented, you will improve very fast. So everyone can improve, I think, as long as you keep practicing. So it's possible that you can reach boost your rating to wherever you want in 6 months. So any more questions? So would you like to show a problem, like how to solve a certain problem or something? So let's check out a dynamic programming problem. So I will stop sharing that screen and show the problem instead. So I've opened this site called AdCoder. So I will be going through like A to D problems. So you can see, you will see the difficulty increase on its own. So problem A. So the problem statement is that it's a basically an if-else problem. So you just have to print as per the score. If your score is between 0 to 40. So as you can see my code over here. So there is not much to it. The question is that you have to print novice if your score is between 0 to 40, intermediate for 40 to 70, advanced for 70 to 90, and for more than 90, expert. So the score will be given and you just have to like, okay, sorry. So here the question is that you will be given a score which is from 0 to 100. And for these are like rankings. Basically, you will get novice for score between 0 to 39, 40 to 69 you will get intermediate, advanced you will get 70 to 89, and expert you will get for more than equal to 90. So you need to tell how many points you need more to like increase your this uh, title basically. So if you have like 34 points, for example, so you are a novice. So you need like 6 more points to get 40 rating, and then you will become intermediate. So you just need to calculate that. So you can just like write an if else loop for it. So as you can see, I have written an if else loop over here. And now moving on to the second problem. So this is a basic implementation problem. You just need to know the language pretty well. So you are given a certain number of strings, like 3 strings, S1, S2 and S3. 3 different strings, and you are given the length as well. So their length will not be more than 10. So that is given. Keep that in mind. So now you need to like you will be given another string which is called T, and it will have a length of 1000. So you will be given T. So what you need to do is that you need to make another string. So for example, this one you have to replace with the string number 1, 3 you need to replace with string number 3, and all this you have to do, and you have to print the final string. So this is a basic implementation problem. I think anybody can do it as long as they know the language well. So you just need to like replace the numbers, or like create a new string from as per the given string T. I think this is clear, I guess. And going to the third problem, like let's just skip it. So I think the fourth problem is more interesting. Okay, so this is a dynamic programming problem. So you are given like n lunch boxes, and you are given 2 types of items in it, A and B. So the constraints are given here. You will have no more than 300 lunch boxes, and what you need to know is what you need to do is that from every lunch box you have to select either A or either B. So if you select A, you will have like this quantity of A, or if you select B, you will have this quantity of B. So you have to do this for every lunch box. So at the end, you will have the sum of all the A's that you have selected and the sum of all the B's you have selected. So you have to tell if you can somehow get a certain amount of A and certain amount of B such that it is more than X and more than Y. So you also need to print the minimum number of lunch boxes that you need to take. So what you need to do is that you have to select a subsequence of lunch boxes from this such that it like satisfies the constraint, that is X and Y. That is the selected sum of A and the selected sum of B have to be more than X and Y. So that needs to be satisfied. So here this problem, first of all, you need to check the constraints. So 300, 300 and 300. So basically your problem can have a complexity of n cube, for example. So n cube will be 300 into 300 cube, for example. So I check this. You can see my screen, right?
Yes.
So you can see this number here. So you can see this is 2.7 and 6 zeros. So you can see that it is 2 into 10 raised to 7 somewhat, close to that. So this is pretty much good enough to pass in the time limit. You will see the time limit here, that is 2 seconds, and you can see that 2 into 10 raised to 7 is pretty much enough. So basic bound is that in 1 second, for me, like I check if the number of operation is close to 1 E8. 1E8 or 5E7. So 5E7, which is like 5 and 7 zeros. So this amount, if I have this number of operations in my code, then my code will pass. So that's a basic like assumption I take to pass in 1 second. If the code has a very big complexity, like two more zeros, that means that that code will not pass. So I have an incorrect solution, as to say. So then I saw that n cube is possible. So I just went and wrote straight up dynamic programming here. So my idea is that I wrote a recursive code. So which takes an lunchbox and selects either A or either B, and I memorize it in this DP array. You can see this 3D DP array, and this is my recursive function. So I will not go much into depth. So you can try out this problem, and it's a basic knapsack problem. So if you have encountered the knapsack problem in SEM 3, so this is very similar to that. You will be able to do it on your own as well. I think so. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So anything else that you want me to go through? How many hours should I code a day? So yeah. So I think thinking is more important than coding. Even if you don't code, like make sure that you think about a problem. So yeah, coding is pretty like if you think like how to implement your code nicely, then you will be able to code it very quickly. So coding is not very important. So rather like think about a problem and how to solve it. Like check if there are different ways to solve that problem, like easier ways. So then you will like it will be better. Which language? I use C++17. Yeah, C++ basically. So any more questions? During college time, I think since you are at home, like when it was on offline, so I didn't really get much time. So I didn't even do CP back then. I started in COVID only. So during online college, I think you will get enough time to solve problems in a day. So don't like obsess about the count. Rather, see that how many uh, things you learned. So you can try out even a single problem, and if you learn something new, so that's beneficial for you. So usually in my lockdown time, when there were no classes, like during vacation time, I did many problems. Like sometimes even solved like 10 problems in a day. So it's upon you. So as much as you like. So the answer is as much as you want, basically. Which language is suggested, or any language will do. So any language will do, but my suggestion is C++. Python, Java, and C++ any you can choose, but C++ is the best according to me.
Uh, I have just learned C like from the SEM 2.
Yeah.
How much time do you think I will require to learn C++ completely? Like,
Completely, you don't need to learn completely, just like Google C++ STL. So then you will see stuff like priority queue, stack, queue, multi-set, set. So just learn about these and you will be like, I think 1 week is enough.
okay.
Yeah, STL is compulsory if you are doing C++.
So, like, I had a question. How did you master DP? Like you solved a lot of problems, or just solved a bunch of random problems? Like, how?
So for DP, there is an educational contest called AdCoder DP contest. So I haven't done it myself, but initially I used to write recursive code. So I still do sometimes, but you can see that this is a recursive code. So it is basically recommended that you write iterative code. So recursive is basically using a recursive function, and iterative is like using a for loops, multiple for loops. So it's recommended that you use for loops because you will be able to use many optimizations. So initially I was not able to write so the first of all, you need to like know what DP is. So dynamic programming is basically storing states. So the answer to state. So the next time you encounter that state, you know the answer already, and you don't need to like compute again. So that's dynamic programming. So initially, I was not able to write iterative DP. I only wrote recursive. But what I did is that while practicing problems, after like writing the recursive DP, I tried to convert it into iterative DP. So I kept practicing, and after a while, I think you will also learn how to write iterative DP, and you will keep getting better. So there are harder DP problems as well. So yeah, the answer is as more as you practice, you will get like better.
And I had another question. Like, if is it okay to like spend an hour or so for a hard problem, and if
Yeah,
you are able to come up with a solution after like 40, 50 minutes?
I think yeah, that's the like most basic situation because even the best programmers cannot solve hard problems instantly. I think many times even I would say like wake up in the morning, read a problem, and then just go about doing your course. And in the back of your subconscious mind, you might be able to come up with a solution. And then yeah, so basically, if you read a problem, your subconscious mind will have that in mind, and you will be able to like solve that problem. So there is nothing like you need to like not spend too much time on thinking about a problem. So thinking is the most important, I think, rather than coding. So I think any more questions?
Does anyone have any more questions, or we can stop the session for today? Okay, so no more questions.
Yeah, so you can also ping me on LinkedIn if you have any questions related to competitive programming. So I can help there as well.
So I would like to thank Amurto Basu for taking time out from his day to give us his valuable knowledge on competitive programming. We hope you had an amazing session and hope to see you all participate in our competitive programming events. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
My LinkedIn profile. So yeah, one second. Yeah, I shared. So I think that's pretty much it. So I guess I can take my leave now.
Yes, thank you. Bye.